Today I'm going to make a small video on how to apply competition makeup. So first things you want to do is you want to make sure that you have all of the items that you will be needing to apply your makeup. So make sure you have your blush, your foundation, your Mary Kay lipstick, and the eyeshadow. And it's also very important to have all of your pencil brushes, eyeshadow brushes, blush brush, and your eyelashes. And I also like to have a couple of squares of toilet paper or tissue paper, just little squares like this. If you have a couple of these ripped up, it's going to help you tremendously. So get all your items together and we will begin. The first thing we're going to do is we want to apply the foundation. And we do this because it helps the makeup stick longer, it'll last longer, and it evens out the skin tone and gives everybody that nice matte look on stage. So you can apply it either with a nice little sponge or your fingertips. I'm using a foundation brush, looks like a paintbrush, kind of like this, works really well. If you have a brush like this or a nice little wedge sponge, you're going to find it easier to spread around. You can also use the sponge and the paintbrush after, kind of as a little eraser if you make a little boo-boo or a little area that you want to touch up, instead of having to wipe the entire face. Are the eyes. Now this is where it kind of gets tricky. If you have this from last year, the Mary Kay, the little, the creamy eyeshadow, this is nice stuff. You can apply it with your fingers like this, and if you put it on the lids just like this, it helps the other eyeshadow we're going to put on top. It helps it stick and it makes it last longer. It also gives that nice highlighted brow and the brightness in the corners. So make sure you put it all over the eyelid. I like to bring it right up to the eyebrow and into the corner here of where the eye meets the nose, right in here. Next, you're going to start with your trio of shadows. You have a white, kind of gray, and a dark, dark, dark black. Take your brush, wipe it on a tissue paper, just to make sure that you're getting any excess or old shadow off of it, because we're going to start with the white today. Alright, now my brush is nice and clean. What I also like to do is to take your tissue wedge, fold it in half and make a triangle, just like this. I'm going to open your eye. You place this right under the bottom lashes here and close. And you line up the tissue with the corner of the eyebrow here. You're going to create a nice little kind of triangle area. What this does is it gives it a nice crisp line for your eyeshadow here, and it also prevents any excess shadow from falling onto your cheeks and having black cheeks or blue cheeks or whatever color it is you happen to be using. This is an old trick that we used when we were doing lots of fashion shows. Okay, so close your eyes, sweetie. Alright, so I'm going to start with the white. I'm going to put lots of this on because we want the eyes to be nice and bright. Okay, so all the way up to the eyebrow. Close. It's important that you use a nice good brush. If you don't have a good brush, ask Antonella. She'll order you one. You'd be surprised how easy this is made if you have a good brush. Okay, and I put lots of white like that. Okay. Now I'm going to wipe the tip of my brush a little bit to get the white off. And I'm going to go to my next color. I'm going to use the middle color, which is kind of the charcoal. And I'm just going to put that, if you see right here, it just kind of has like a little ball. That's where the eyeball is. I'm going to put some just in there. Not going too close to the corner because I want to keep the corners nice and bright with the white. Okay? And just like that. And if you just dab, 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 you can always apply more, but it's harder to take it off. So try to put it on in layers if you can. Okay. Now I'm going to go to my darkest color, which is the black. I'm wiping my brush again to take the charcoal colored off. So I have a nice clean brush to start with again. And I'm going to take the black, I'm going to try to apply it right here, right in that crease. So if you open your eye, Gemma, and close, you can kind of see, get your dancer to do that, kind of see where that natural crease is. So I'm going to apply it right along here and down into the corner of the lash right here. So up around and down like this. And I'm going to use the darkest color. This one you want to apply sparingly and keep adding if you feel the need to go darker. Yeah, so I need a little bit more here. So I start about in the middle of the eye. Go towards your tissue. You can go right over top your tissue because you're not going to get any of the shadow onto the cheek. Close. Right above like this, and then I can come down just like that. As you can see, it's starting to get darker here. It's starting to get more deep. And a little bit more. Now that I've done that, I want to wipe my brush once again because I'm going to highlight with the white again. I'll take off the excess black, lots of white on, and if you go right above the brow like this, you can see we're brightening up that eye, right along the brow, just like that. Take some more white and put it right in the corner, like that. And open. You see when she opens her eye, she has that nice clean eye, no eyeshadow on her cheeks, and it's nice and bright there. Good. Okay, now we're going to do the other eye. You're going to want to either unfold your tissue and fold it under the other way, or use a brand new tissue. You're not going to want to use the same tissue. Close. Because if you do that, you will get shadow marks on the cheeks. So again, I'm going to start with my white. I'm going to put it all over the eyelid, all the way up to the eyebrow, underneath the brow bone here. Make sure you have your V right here, your tissue to the corner of the eyebrow. Okay, I'm going to go to my middle color, my charcoal. Put it right over the ball of the eye right here. Now dancers, you don't want to close your eyes too tightly here because you won't be able to get the shadow in properly. So just nice and gentle, just as if I'm continuing with the charcoal here right on the ball of the eye. And now I'm going to move to my darkest color, which is the black, and I'm going to put it in the crease right up here and down into towards the eyelash and make it deep. So I'm starting at in the middle of the eye, right in the crease, down towards the end of the eyelash. A little bit more. Now remember, this is stage makeup, so you want to apply it liberally without going overboard. I'm going to wet my brush a little bit. I'm also going to apply some of the white again to brighten up right under the brow. Open and close right over here. And don't forget about into the corner of the eye right here. I got a little bit too much here. You can just wipe. This is where your foundation brush will come in handy, right here. If you need to touch up under the eye, in the corner, just like this. Works really, really well. Great. Next we're going to do the blush. and suck in. You want to use the cheekbone up towards the ear, and you can also go down the chin like this, down the neck, and that will eliminate any line from the face to the neck, just nice and smooth. And close, and yeah, let me see, perfect. Last but not least, we're going to put the lipstick on. If you don't already have one, or if you have little baby lips like Gemma, or if you have a hard time putting your lipstick on, I suggest getting one of these lip brushes from Antonella. It is amazing. It has made my life so much easier. We used to apply this with a Q-tip because Gemma has these little baby lips. But she always ended up with extra fuzz stuck to her lips. And this brush is awesome. I've used other brushes in the past that were tinier, but I found that they always left little hairs behind. This is a really good one. And it's flat, so you can really get in there. And because it's flat, you can even contour the lip like this and outline it first before you fill it in. Really get in there. Actually line the lips. Okay, pucker. Nice. Perfect. And there we have it. We have our comp makeup, and the last thing to do is to put on the eyelashes. So you can move right on to that tutorial next. And there you have it, complete comp makeup with eyelashes. Close your eyes and show everybody. Beautiful. Awesome. Good luck, ladies.